Taejo of Goryeo, also known as Taejo Wang Geon, was the founder of the Goryeo Dynasty, which ruled Korea from the 10th to the 14th century. Taejo ruled from 918 to 943. Background: Taejo was born in 877 and was a descendant of a merchant family at Songdo, who controlled trade on the Useong River. His father, Wang Geon, gained much wealth from trade with China. His ancestors were known to have lived within the boundaries of ancient Goryeo, thus making Wang Geon a man of Goryeo by descent. Rise to power: Taejo began his career in the turbulent later Three Kingdoms. In the later years of Silla, many local leaders and bandits rebelled against the rule of Queen Jinseong, who did not have strong enough leadership policies to improve the condition of the people. Among those rebels, Gongyi of the northwestern region and Jian Hwon of the southwest gained more power. They defeated and absorbed many of the other rebel groups as the troops marched against local Silla officials and bandits. In 895, Gongyi led his forces into the far northwestern part of Silla, where Songdo was located. Taejo's father Wang Geon, along with many local clans, quickly surrendered to Gongyi. Wang Geon followed his father into service under Gongyi, the future leader of Taebong, and he began his service under Gongyi's command. Wang Geon's ability as a military commander was soon recognized by Gongyi, who promoted him to general and even regarded him as his brother. In 900, he led a successful campaign against local clans and the army of later Baekje in the Cheongju area, gaining more fame and recognition from the king. In 903, he led a famous naval campaign against the southwestern coastline of Baekje, while Jian Hwon was at war against Silla. He led several more military campaigns, and also helped conquered people who lived in poverty under Silla rule. The public favored him due to his leadership and generosity. In 913, he was appointed as Prime Minister of the newly renamed Taebong. Its king, Gongyi, whose leadership helped found the kingdom but who began to refer to himself as the Buddha, began to persecute people who expressed their opposition against his religious arguments. He executed many monks, then later even his own wife and 2 sons, and the public began to turn away from him. His costly rituals and harsh rule caused even more opposition. Rise to the throne and founding of Goryeo. In 918, 4 top-ranked generals of Taebong, Hongyu, Ba Hyongyang, Shinsung Jiam and Bok Jigyem, met secretly and agreed to overthrow Gongye's rule and crown Wang Geon as the new king. Wang Geon first opposed the idea, but later agreed to the plan. The same year Gongyi was overthrown and killed near the capital, Shaowan. The generals installed Wang Geon as the new king of this short-lived state. He renamed the kingdom Goryeo, thus beginning the Goryeo Dynasty. The next year he moved the capital back to his hometown, Gaegaong. He promoted Buddhism as Goryeo's national religion, and called for the reconquest of the northern parts of Korea and Manchuria, which were controlled by Bali. Bali's rule over vast regions of Manchuria and parts of Siberia were overthrown by the Khitan invasion in 926, and the majority of its people came to Goryeo as refugees led by Bali's last crown prince Daegwangyeon. Taejo accepted them as his citizens, since Bali and Goryeo came from common ancestry, and captured the old, then abandoned capital city of Goryeo, Pyongyang. He also sought alliances and cooperation with local clans rather than trying to conquer and bring them under his direct control. The War of the Later Three Kingdoms. In 927, Jian Hwon of Baekje led forces into Silla's capital, Cheongju, capturing and executing its king, King Jeongnai. Then he established King Gyeongsun as his puppet monarch before he turned his army toward Goryeo. Hearing of the news, Taejo planned a strike with 5,000 cavalrymen to attack Jaehyun's troops on the way back home at Gongsan near Daegu. He met Habaku forces and suffered disastrous defeat, losing most of his army including his generals Kim En-ak and Shin Sung-jaeum, the very same man who crowned Wang as a king. However, Goryeo quickly recovered from defeat and successfully defended Habaku's attack on its front. In 935, the last king of Silla, King Gyeongsun, felt there was no way to revive his kingdom and surrendered his entire land to Taejo. Taejo gladly accepted his surrender and gave him the title of prince, and accepted his daughter as one of his wives. It caused much disgust to Jaehyun Hwon. Jaehyun's father, who held his own claim to the Sangju region, also defected and surrendered to Goryeo and was received as the father of an king. In the same year, Jaehyun Won's eldest son, Jaehyun Sinjeom, led a coup with his brothers Yangjeom and Yongjeom against the father, who favored the half-brother, Jeomgang, as his successor to the throne. Jaehyun Hwon was sent into exile and imprisoned in Jeom's answer, but escaped to Goryeo and was treated like Taejo's father, who died just before his surrender. Gorya Victory and Unification. In 936, Wang led his final campaign against Sinjeom of later Baekje. Sinjeom fought against Taejo, but facing much disadvantage and in a conflict, he surrendered to Taejo. Wang finally occupied Habaku formally, and unified the nation for the second time since unified Silla. He ruled until 943, and died from disease. Taejo sought to bring even his enemies into his ruling coalition. He gave titles and land to rulers and nobles from the various countries he had defeated. Later Baekje, Silla, and also Bali, which disintegrated around the same time. Thus he sought to secure stability and unity for his kingdom, which had been lacking in the later years of Silla. After the collapse of Bali, the last crown prince fled to Goryeo, where he was warmly welcomed and included into the ruling family by Wang Geon, thus uniting the two successor nations of Goryeo. Legacy. The unification of the later three kingdoms in 936 was very important in Korean history. The unification of 668 CE by Silla was only a unification of approximately half of the peoples of the Korean peninsula and its vicinity, since the northern part was ruled by Bali, which asserted itself as a reincarnation of Goryeo. However, Wang Geon's unification in 936 was a more complete unification. The people of the Korean peninsula thereafter remained under a single, unified state until 1948, when Korea was divided into North and South by Russian and U.S. occupation forces. As noted elsewhere in this article, the modern name of Korea is derived from the name Goryeo, which itself is derived from Goryeo, to whose heritage Wang Geon and his new kingdom laid claim. As the first ruler to more fully unite the people of the Korean peninsula under a single state, many modern-day Koreans look to his example for applicability to the current state of division on the Korean peninsula. Family. During the early Goryeo dynasty, the title of crown prince was only a peerage title for sons of the king. A separate title existed for the heir apparent. Ancestors: King Kuko, Queen Jungwa, King Uijo, Queen Wonchang Taejo of Goryeo, Queen Wisak. Consorts and issue: Queen Sinhai. Queen Jangwa Haijong of Goryeo, Queen Sinmyong Sun Seong, Crown Prince Daejang Jong, 3rd monarch of Goryeo, Gwangjong of Goryeo, Vice King Moonwon, Jang Tongguksa, Princess Nakelang, Princess Hangbang, Queen Sinjeng, King Daejong, father of King Seongjong, Queen Demak, only daughter of Queen Sinjeng, Queen Sinseong, King Anjong, father of King Ianjong, Queen Jengdeok, Prince Wangyu, first son of Queen Jengdeok, Prince Inet, second son of Queen Jengdeok, Crown Prince Wonjang, third son of Queen Jengdeok, Prince Joyi, Queen Munhai, first daughter of Queen Jengdeok, Queen Seon Uif, second daughter of Queen Jengdeok, unknown Princess Herd, Lady Heon Merk, Crown Prince Sumyong, Lady Jengmerk, Queen Dua Jasunard, Lady Dong Yangwon, Crown Prince Hyomerk, Crown Prince Hyun, Lady Sukmok, Crown Prince Wonung, Lady Chenanbawon, Crown Prince Hoi Sung, Crown Prince Hyoji, Lady Hengbokwan, Crown Prince Jihk, unknown Princess Lady Hudai Liangwon, Lady Di Myongjawon, Lady Gwangjawon, Lady So Gwangjawon, Lady Dong Sanwon, Lady Yewa, Lady Di Zawon, Lady So Zawon, Lady So Junwon, Lady Sinjawon, Lady Wulwawon, Lady So Hwangjawan, Prince Gwangjawon, Lady Seong Mu, Crown Prince Hye, Crown Prince Hyo Myong, Prince Bepdung, Prince Jali, unknown Princess Lady Yua Seongbu on, Great Prince Yua Seongbu Won, Lady Wokyongwon, Lady Mongliangwon, Lady Hailiangwon. Popular culture. In the year 2000, there was a new 200-episode drama, Taejo Wang Geon, based on Taejo's life. It starred Choi Soo-jong in the leading role. Wang Kon, King Taejo of Goryeo, is a playable leader of the Korean Empire in Civilization 3, Play the World, and Civilization IV, Warlords.